The script for the sixth season of the cult dystopia, The Handmaid's Tale, could turn out to be a tragedy for one of the most controversial heroines. As series creator Bruce Miller admitted originally, he was going to kill off Serena Joy Waterford in the first episode of the final season. In the original version of the plot, she and her baby Noah were to die in the scene with the train, becoming victims of an angry mob. Appearing on screens in the spring of 17, Serena has been one of the most ambivalent figures in the Gilead universe from the beginning. In the first season, when protagonist June Osborne first entered the Waterford household, Serena was the authoritarian and cold-blooded wife of Commander Fred Waterford. Together they became symbols of a regime that enslaved women and imposed a brutal order. It was Fred, who was later murdered by those he had long oppressed, who was the chief architect of a system where maids like June bore children for the elite. By the fifth season, released in the fall of 22, the balance of power in the series had shifted. Serena, having become a mother herself, was suddenly confronted with the same repressive mechanisms she had previously helped enforce. Fearing that her newborn son will be taken away, she decides to leave Gilead. Together with June, they travel by train from Canada to Alaska, and it is in this scene, according to Miller, that the heroine's death was planned. The brutal scene, the moment when June is forced to push Serena off the train to save, could be her end. Once on the ground, the heroine falls into the hands of women devastated by Gilead's crimes. Initially, Miller wanted them to beat her to death, however he had to change course. One of the key factors that influenced the decision to let Serena live was the position of Elizabeth Moss, performer of the role of June, as well as the director and producer of the project. Moss, she said, could not allow such a complex and significant heroine disappeared from the screen. The plot twist was successful. In the last episodes of the sixth season, Serena helps June to free Boston from the influence of Gilead, apologizes, and then leaves with her son to a refugee camp. Thus the character, long perceived as an antagonist, gets a chance at redemption. However, Bruce Miller himself, in an interview, does not hide the ambivalent attitude to Serena. He compared her to Eva Braun, the wife of Adolf Hitler, and her child with the children of the dictator. Despite this, the showrunner emphasizes his task is not to punish the characters, but to explore the consequences of their choices. Fans of the story are in for a sequel. In the 26th year, a sequel called Testaments, an adaptation of Margaret Atwood's novel written in the 19th year, will be released. The sequel will tell of new destinies in the post-Gilead era and possibly bring back some familiar characters.